Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Darul Arqam School FB area campus. Online classes for the session, for the new session. This is the video for science class 7. Today we are going to revise the structure of an atom. We have started this lesson during the physical classes and continued it in the previous video as well. We have already learned about the different parts of atom, that is electron, neutron, proton, and we have also learned about the different bonds. Today we are going to attempt the detailed question answers. So first of all, write the date on the top of your page on the day when you are watching the video, and then tick the CW box. You have to write the heading of detailed question answer on the first line with your black pen and copy out the question number 1 from page 72, that is describe the structure of an atom. We have already discussed about it. Let's revise it again. There is a picture on your screen showing the structure of an atom. So there are mainly three parts of atom. Those are proton, neutrons and electrons. Electrons are present in the outer region of an atom. Each electron has a negative charge on it. Protons are positively charged particles and are present inside the nucleus of an atom. But neutrons, these are the other particles that are part of the nucleus of an atom and called neutrons. They have no charge on them. Okay? You can take a help from your book content as well. Read the chapter thoroughly, especially page 60 to answer this question. Question number 2 is, what is a chemical formula? Write steps to write a chemical formula. So, what we have learned from this lesson is that chemical formula is a way of writing the bond of any element or any atom, and we have learned about two bonds, ionic and covalent bond. And what is ionic bond? When atoms completely lose or gain electrons, ionic bonds are formed, but when atoms share electrons, covalent bonds are formed. Here you have to write about the chemical formula and the steps to be followed to form a ionic bond. You can take a help from the book content as well. Question number 3 is, give a detailed account of how an ionic bond is formed. If you remember, we have learned about the sodium chloride NaCl, that is a salt, that how sodium and chloride atoms share their electrons and form a bond. You have to write it step by step. In step 1, you can write how we are going to write the symbols of those elements. Then in step number 2, you should write the valencies, the range of their electron, how much electrons they are going to share. In the third, you should write about the intercharge, that when they join together, which formula is formed then. Okay. On next page is your homework. So take the homework column and write the heading of objectives on the first line with your black pen. I have taken out these 5 objectives for you from the chapter. You have to find the answers from book. This is a kind of open book test for you. Okay. And here comes some interesting work. There are 2 worksheets for you for this chapter. The first worksheet is to label each atomic structure with its element. Here are some pictures of atomic structure. You have to write their elements. For example, in number 1, there are 6 electrons outside in the outer orbit. There are 4 in the outer orbit and 2 inside the orbit. So this is the symbol. This is the structure for carbon. Okay, you can take the help from your book as well. The structures are given there as well. Worksheet number 2 is about to complete a chart. Here is a chart. Some formulas are given to you. You have to write the elements separately. For example, in number 1, there is NaCl. Na is a separate element and Cl is a separate one. Na is a sodium and Cl is a chloride. And which type of bond they are having? They are having the ionic bond. Again, you have to write about the ionic or covalent name in the column of types of bond. Here comes your homework. Do detailed question answer on your notebook, solve the given objectives on notebook and draw the given worksheets on your notebook and solve it. That's all for today. See you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy. Allah Hafiz.